bring up a 4th down. There's Colton Schmidt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from their own end zone. It's a fake.
Welcome to I Game Around. Some niggas didn't like that name, but they can eat a dick. Today, that's what's saying. Anyway, today I am joined by the lovely Miss Gina Holley, and I hope I didn't fuck up your last name.
No, you didn't, Gina Holley.
So there you go. I took English class. So, how are you doing today? Thank you for joining my show. How are you?
Doing great. How are you doing?
You know, it's been it's been a good day. So today I wanted to talk to you about, because obviously you're up and coming singer, and I wanted you to talk about you being a singer, because we're in ATL. So, give me your story. Where did you start out?
Well, I started out in a basement, listening to my daddy's music.
I swear to God, you're the second person that told me that.
In the basement?
Yeah, and the basement is crazy because Florida doesn't have basements. So when people say that,
It doesn't have a basement.
It throws me off. It's a whole little like sinkhole issue. It is a whole issue, but we don't have basements. So.
Well, we have basements where I'm from. We have basements. I come from the basement, in the back, in the closet. My dad was a singer, and I listened to him every day. And I used to get so irritated because he was so loud, so I'd be in the back.
Was he a tenor, soprano?
Look, I have no idea. He was all of that.
Oh, I don't know either.
He did all of that. He went from low down, low bass, all the way up to Mariah Carey, just
high
all
notes.
that.
Oh, okay,
All that.
got you.
So I studied.
Was he a background singer for anybody or anything like that, or just loved the game?
At one point in time, he used to sing backup for country music.
Oh.
And he's a blues singer. So it's a little different, but that was the only time he ever did. No. He did backup for like a Spanish band.
Oh, like mariachi?
I don't know I was so young. I don't know exactly what it was. But he told me the story about it. He used to sing backup. He used to have on a little, sombrero hats. He used to have on like the good outfit. He used to have it all. Like good old black blues singing daddy. Singing backup.
Good old black blues singing daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what inspired you to start?
Absolutely.
So how old were you when you first started singing?
3.
Really?
I was 3 years old. My first CD I ever recorded, my first song I recorded. I was 3 years old. My daddy wrote it. He said, "Get up."
What was it?
It was called Never Be Set Free. My daddy wrote one for me, my older sister, and my other older sister. And my sister, my oldest sister, she wrote her own version.
Oh.
It was terrible.
Oh.
It was terrible.
Sounds like you almost had a female Jackson 5.
Close to. Like the famous 3.
3 amigos.
Yeah.
3 amigas.
3 amigas, yeah. It's close.
Yeah.
Close. But no, my sister, I'm the youngest. My middle sister, she wasn't into music. My oldest sister, she grew up singing too, so
Oh,
it really would have been
okay,
like
okay.
a duo, but.
Okay, so why R&B? Why not singing gospel or something like that?
I do sing gospel too, but
Okay.
it's not what I like to pursue. Singing gospel music is like.
What's wrong with the Lord?
Absolutely nothing. Praise Him, praise Jesus, all that. Amen, hallelujah. I praise, but we sing gospel too. That's how you learn to sing. That's how you get the feel for music. It's by singing gospel music. But my dad, man, some of my dad, the way he was singing his blues, it has like an R&B, blues and R&B are like hand in hand.
R&B and
so
blues,
it's like,
yeah. Well, it's rhythm and blues is what R&B stands for.
exactly. So it's like listening to him singing blues and seeing him performing and stuff. It's just the way that the vibe is, the little dancing, the way people feel it in the crowd. It's just a little different than how you feel it when you pray more and run around crying. That's cool on Sundays, but during the week,
running around crying.
And that's cool. That's cool. I do it too. Sunday morning, I'm running around crying, screaming too. But during the week, Monday through Saturday.
Okay. So it's 2018. Obviously, R&B has gone through a whole bunch of transitions from the 60s, Temptations, 70s, Diana Ross, 80s, don't really know, 90s, SWV, Escape, everybody like that. So in 2018, what do you feel like your music represents?
Women. It's like, I feel like all women, all female artists now, whether it's rap, whether it's R&B, whether it's country, I feel like a lot of women, female artists are trying to be more, targeting other women.
Okay.
So I feel like mine does that as well. It's just a little different. I'm not the R&B singer that's going to make you cry, like, you just got dumped or something, and your boyfriend cheated on you. I mean, I got that too.
Mary J.
I'm not Mary J. I'm not You can feel good to R&B. I'm trying to bring back good feeling R&B, like you said, from 80s, 90s, well, 60s to 80s.
Yeah.
Too much about the 90s, but.
I don't know too much about the 80s, but go ahead.
Oh. I want to make you feel good listening to R&B again. Like the slow sexual songs kind of went away. The good feeling R&B kind of went away. It all turned into like Mariah Carey turned into sad, and everybody's got sad. Beyonce was sad at this point. Everybody was just sad. I'm trying to make you feel good again with R&B, not just. You can feel good if you're not in the club.
Pop a bottle,
yeah, you can feel good listening to the slow vibes. You can feel good again. So I'm trying to.
So do you think slow vibes are? Because obviously, I mean, I'm not sure how old you are, but you can't be too young to remember slow dances at school, 5th grade, 4th grade, those kind of slow dances. But nowadays, when you're in the club, there are no slow songs. So do you feel like some of your music can bring that back to where they're like, yo, let's slow it down one time for the homies?
I definitely hope so. I definitely hope so, yeah, because like, even like house parties before, they would still, they would slow it down and play Pretty Ricky, had everybody on the floor. They don't even do that no more. They do not play slow songs if you
not at all.
Lit environment per se. I really want to get that song. Well, they play SZA. They love SZA.
In clubs? I don't go to clubs, so I don't know.
They play that Weekend song. A lot of people like that Weekend song. But yeah, I feel like I'm trying to bring that back. I'm gonna start in the middle. Not too up tempo, not too slow. Just something that you can vibe to, but you can also turn into at the same time.
Okay, gotcha.
But I definitely want to take it back to where you can play my music instead of dance.
Oh, okay, got you. So there was a man, I can't remember who said it, but you know what? It was Rory from the Joe Budden podcast. He was talking about different mood music, which is Joe Budden thing. Anyway, but he was talking about there's music that he would play in the living room and then get you in the mood to move to the bedroom. And then there was other songs that he was playing. So do you feel like your music kind of has that same aspect where you can play something in the living room that everybody's chilling, but then you can also move it into the bedroom?
I have 2 things I use to describe my music. And you're going to be like, wait a minute. Number 1, bath music.
Wait a minute. No, it's good. Go ahead.
Bath music. I am that girl who sits in the bath, lights some candles, plays a good
song.
Oh,
bath. Like actually taking the bath. Oh,
yeah, like bathing. Like,
okay. Yeah, I got you.
That's me. And then I have what I call cleaning music. Now, you walked in, your mom's washing the dishes or cooking, and she's jamming to that song with the spoon in her hand. And I got that music, and I got bath music. That's my feel music.
Really?
Really?
Gotcha. So, I guess I'd ask, like, how long can I be in the bath? Because, people be in the bath, like, hours at a time. Like, you got just bars and bars of music like that. It's just relaxing.
I got a good bath section.
Gotcha.
It's a good bath section in my playlist. A good bath section, a good cleaning sections. Yeah, you can clean the house. You can take a nice bath, get everything clean, and you can clean the house when you're done. It's my music.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's go about more into the person as to who you are. So, you started singing when you were 3 because of your father. So, most people, the average person, if you will, they'll try something and then it doesn't work out. So then they quit and go back to like a day job. Why did you continue to pursue?
I stopped for a second.
Okay.
I did stop for a second. The reason why, I went to The Voice.
Oh, okay.
I flew to California.
Wait, just to make sure that's the hit and then they turn around?
Yeah, that's
okay.
the blind auditions.
Yeah.
They can't see you.
Usher was on it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's what I was going to go for.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Watch this. But, yeah, I went to The Voice. I flew to California, and I went to go get on The Voice, and I made my audition.
Oh, congratulations.
I tell you how frustrated I was. I gave him the wrong number.
Dang.
I gave him the wrong number.
Were you off for like a digit or something?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, it's just completely the wrong number.
It was like I had this phone and then got a new phone and forgot to update or something. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I know I was totally off. Completely off. And then I went to The Voice again. I put my mom's number because her number ain't changed for 10 years. So I put her number and was like, look, if I make it this time, I'm going to call you. And then you can relay the message to me and I'll go back. But I had left. Like I had my backup number was my mom's number. Right. But I had already left California because they're supposed to call you back within like 3 days. And then you do your second audition. But I had already went back and they called me like, well, we couldn't find you. So it's over. But I went back and I didn't make it the second time. So I was like, well, damn.
WTF.
Maybe I just ain't good no more. Maybe I lost it. So I stopped for a minute and then I remember my good friend of mine was doing music and then he asked me to sing a song with him. And I got in the studio with him and I sang a song and I was like, that's what I sound like. Maybe I should have hit him up. I like that. So, and I've been doing it again ever since. And then I started writing. Got comfortable with that. Heard myself sing a song that I wrote and how it came out. And I was just like, I'm not stopping.
Oh, okay, got you. Incredible. So you've been on and rocking ever since. So, was that? I guess what I'm trying to ask, was that one of the worst points? What was it? Stop drinking, kids.
No more.
Was it one of the lowest points in your career is when you feel like you missed out on The Voice, or have you had another moment like that where it was like, yo, fuck all this, I don't even want to do it anymore?
I feel like that was the moment that I questioned whether or not I wanted to do it anymore. But I think the lowest point in my actual music career was when I first moved to Atlanta. The reason is because there's so much competition in Atlanta. I was in Colorado at the time.
Okay.
So there's not a lot, there's not really much coming out of Colorado. So
there's not a lot of R&B music coming out of Colorado?
No, there's not a lot of anything coming out of Colorado, really, unless it's like weed. But no, whenever I came here, I was like, I sing, oh, I rap. Oh, well, I sing, well, I do videos. Well, I sing too. I make beats, I'm making genetics. Like, there's so much competition. It was like and I didn't have all the, material. I didn't have a CD or nothing else. Everybody's like, just another one. She's just cute. She ain't even nothing.
Oh,
and I was just like, I felt discouraged. Like, dang, everybody do this. I thought I was special or something. No, that was the lowest point. I questioned, like, do I got it?
Got you. So did you go to any open mics or anything like that?
It took me a while out here. Because when I first moved out here, I was like, I think I just need to start getting songs recorded and stuff. And I was really anxious and just in a hurry. Once I started going to open mics, that's when people started, messing with the kids. And then they were like, okay, she can sing.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
What you got?
Down 14-0 when I'm coming back, man. Fuck what y'all talking about. Sorry, I'm thinking.
14-0.
It's a long game. You're not the first person to sit across from me and say that.
I just got into football watching the Falcons and they let me down.
So now you back.
I didn't want to watch it. I was going off for the Bulldogs. I was going off for the Falcons and they both let me down.
And that was it?
That was it. I'm done. Tried.
So when you did the open mic, how was that experience for you?
Ooh, I was scared.
Really?
I was so scared. When I got up there, and it wasn't even like the 10 people. For me, it's a lot more nerve-wracking to sing in front of 1 or 2 or 3 people than a crowd.
Why is that?
I feel like it's more pressure.
With 10 people?
Yeah, I don't know I don't know. Something about having 3 people just.
Oh yeah, because you're the main focus.
Stare. But I don't know, because it's 1,000 people out there and all of their eyes are looking at me. It's like I can win more of them over than if 10 people in the room, only one of them like it. It's like.
Damn, you sound like a comedian.
No, it's for real. It's singing. It's a lot. I've judged before. I've been the one in the crowd while a rapper goes up and I'm like,
Trash.
Where's his friends? Why didn't they? So it's like I don't want to be that girl that everybody looks up at and is like, she should have stayed in the shower.
Congratulations,
like
you played yourself.
Yeah, so I was so nervous, and like I said, it was so much competition out here. There's so many really talented people in Atlanta that are not discovered at all that go to open mics. So I see them go up, and I'm just like, I gotta compete with that. Like, now it's to the point. If I gain 1 fan off that thing, it's an improvement. That's 1 fan I didn't have when I walked in. So now it's not too.
Oh, okay, so that's difficult. So did you meet anybody in the open mic that you're like, yo, we gotta collab, like we definitely gotta go on a record together?
On accident. Somebody came up to me, one person that I'm still really, really close to, he's a producer. And he saw me singing, like, for play. It was karaoke. I didn't even know it was karaoke. I went to this little place just to grab a drink or something. And it ended up being karaoke night. So I got up there and was singing Weak in the Knees. And he was like, ooh. He was like, I like you. Like, I got some music.
Wait. Why are you singing Weak in the Knees?
I was drunk.
That's a wild song to pick. Sorry, I've been in a lot of karaoke's and I haven't heard Weak in the Knees in a minute, but yeah, you're in the zone. Yeah, I got you.
I'm saying Ignition. I think we started with karaoke. But no, so he was like, I really like your voice. I'm a producer, I make beats, I want to collab, we got any projects you're working on? Now, I've been here for a while, so that line has been played over and over and over. So I was like, here's my Instagram. And he turned out to be really, really nice, and we actually got some songs out now. Like, we actually got some stuff we're working on. He's really nice.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. So, obviously one of the main big things in the media today is, and I'm going to mess up her name, but Amara Lenegra, if I'm not mistaken. Damn. All right, we're going to continue. So, Amara Lenegra, she's on Love and Hip Hop Miami. Shout out to Gunplay. That's the only reason I watch the show. Anyway, so she was meeting with a producer named Young Hollywood. And Young Hollywood was telling her that she needs to be, because she has a big afro, like 1970s Black Panther afro, but she's Dominican. She's Afro-Latina. So, okay. You shouldn't have whispered that. She's like, yo, yeah, of course I knew her. I was just messing with you. So basically, he told her that she needs to be more Beyonce and less Macy Gray. So the producers that you talked to, have they ever tried to tell you about your image and tell you what you need to change?
Not so much producers, but there's a few people that have come around saying they want to manage me or they want to help, whatever. There's a lot of things I've heard. There's been more, you need more sex appeal, you need to, show a little more. Of course, there's always that. There's some people saying, you need to bougie it up a little bit. There's always somebody telling you their opinion of what you should do.
Right.
So I don't really pay too much attention to it. Just like she don't, because she's still rocking her afro.
That's true. All right, okay. I don't argue with that one bit.
It's always something.
So then, obviously, I move into the more deeper point, if you will. Sexual harassment. I probably shouldn't open it up with that. That was wild. But
Yes, that is out there.
But how have you handled, because obviously every single female has been sexually harassed no matter what line of work they're in. So being in the entertainment business, how have you felt like you've handled guys just being like, well, if you do this for me, I'm going to do this for you?
Well, to be honest, it's something I was kind of mentally prepared for just by growing up with it. My dad was in it. So it's one of those, when you have the birds and bees talk in high school, I had that talk as far as the industry goes too. So I was pretty prepared for it. It's kind of one of those things, how you conduct yourself when you meet them is how they're going to look at you. The first impression is very, very important. If you come up to somebody and you just, you got to give them that firm handshake. My name is Gina. Nice to meet you. You're being soft. They're going to think, okay. Simple stuff like that. You really just got to stand your ground from the beginning.
By the way, she didn't shake my hand at all. I'm just saying that. But go ahead. See? Stop drinking.
No, but it's just how you conduct yourself in the beginning. It's like the minute that you let your guard down,
that's when they want to jump on.
Yeah, they come up. But of course, it still happens. There's some bold people.
Okay. So do you feel like that may have hindered your career because you weren't willing to play that type of game?
Of course. But I don't want it that way. I don't want it to be something that's like, I'm trying to really sing, I'm trying to really get a message across to people, so it's not something that I want to come and go as soon as, I leave that person alone or something like that. I'm really trying to want my talent to speak for itself. Of course, it's hindered me, but I'm not, don't hurt my feelings or nothing.
Right, but so I'd have to ask, what's the difference between you you got a hot producer, I ain't gonna mention any names, I ain't trying to get in trouble. So you got a hot producer, one of the hottest ones in the streets right now, he's like, I just need you to, you know what I'm saying, do a little something for a little nigga and I'll go ahead and break you off. Why is that wrong? If he's just, I got this hot single for you, I got Chris Brown on the hook, you singing everything all day long, blah, 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 blah. I just need you to do a little something for me first before I bless you with all this star power.
And all, but to be honest, this industry, it's a sad thing to say, but it's more so about relationships and people versus talent sometimes. There's a lot of very untalented people that make it really far. A lot of people they know. There's a lot of very, very talented people who don't make it far because they don't know the right people.
Correct.
The minute that I give up the goods to somebody for a beat or a song or whatever, that's who I am. That's my reputation. That's who I'm. That's how people see me. And like I said, I'm trying to go places. I'm not trying to stop as soon as that person is like, okay, well, your goods is not good no more. I'm over it. Or something like no. And then at the end of the day, I have to go home knowing that this song is only out here because this person got something for me. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. No.
Well, I respect your answer. Me personally, if you want to get on a podcast besides her, you got to do something. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway.
Well, hey.
All right, but anyway, so one of the main things that I was thinking about was in the last couple of years, we've heard mumble rap. I mean, that's what everybody calls it. And you've heard one-hit wonders left and right. But I've never really actually heard of an R&B one-hit wonder. do you have any thoughts as to why R&B doesn't get polarized and go viral as much as rap music?
Definitely because it's not as easy to get hyped to. Like I said, like, I'm not gonna know people, but it's very easy to make a catchy song that you can twerk to or bob your shoulders to or whatever. It's a lot harder for you to make a song that relates to a lot of people. So it's not going to be, viewed by a lot of people as like, that's my jam, because it's not, you know what I'm saying? You go in the club and you hear a song that you drunk, you're like, oh, that's my song, hear that song, and then you play it on Snapchat next day and it's like, oh yeah, that was a good song. That's not happening because like I said earlier, first off, R&B music is not getting played in clubs.
Right. So
you really just got to hear it and be like, oh, I feel that. If you're not going through it, you're not going to feel it. If you haven't been through it, you're not going to feel it. So you got R&B singers and people who singing and not rapping, or even rappers that ain't making club songs. You got to speak to volumes of people. It's not as easy to do as it is to just dance and
make
come
a
up
little
with
turn
a
up
beat.
song. Oh, okay, gotcha. So what? No, I think I already asked who you're speaking to. So let's move on because I need to stop drinking. But anyway, all right, that's the last time I'm gonna say that. So.
People will be like, okay, I think he gets it.
Yeah, probably. All right, so when it comes to rap and R&B, everybody, and I don't want to say everybody, but one of the main people that are popping are people that are cross mixing. Like sometimes I rap, sometimes I sing, sometimes I sing, sometimes I rap. So have you ever tried to get in that lane of rapping and was like, yo, we just try to do both?
I've rapped before. It's not my specialty. I've done it not because I'm trying to get out like that, but just like I wanted to see if I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Like a freestyle, or you wrote it down?
Both. I've done both. Freestyling, I wouldn't do it again. It wasn't that good. Now writing, I feel like I have a writing skill because I write my music that I sing.
Okay.
So I just wanted to see like how does my voice sound if I try to rap. And it was a little weird, but I have done like a different style of singing. It's not super, notes and
right, all
not
that
too
stuff.
singy per se, but I think I only have maybe 1 or 2 songs like that and play them in the club. So it's like,
So when you do write your music, are you writing from personal experiences? Are you writing from people around you? What inspires you to write the songs that you make?
It's honestly everything. I've written a lot of personal songs. I've written songs about other people's personal experiences that I've heard about. I actually have a friend who went through something crazy. I'm talking about like absolutely bonkers, never heard of nothing like that in my life. I wrote a song about that. It's not happening, so I'm not going to talk about it. But I wrote a song about her experience. Then there's sometimes that, I'll base it off of my experience, and then sometimes it'll just flow from there. It's not everything I say is personal, but it always starts with something personal.
Okay. And do you, it was like, not this day and age, but back in the day, most rappers are like, you gotta write your own music, you gotta do your own thing, but that was never R&B. R&B was, you have to have writers, you have to have somebody like that. So are you open to having writers, or you feel like it's gotta be personal, it's gotta come straight from me?
No, absolutely. I work with other writers as well, just because, there's a lot of things that I haven't mastered when it comes to writing. There's always more to learn, so I'm always willing to work with. I don't like getting songs written for me, because then it's kind of hard for me to perform it at my best, because I don't feel it. It's not something that, I don't feel it.
Right.
So it's not going to be my best quality of music. But working with other writers and stuff, absolutely.
Okay.
Help me learn.
All right. So the writers that you have worked with, do you feel like they improved your craft?
Some of them. There's always, you win some, you lose some. Most of them, I will say, have honestly come in and taught me something. I've learned at least one thing from everybody that's been around me. At least one thing. But some of them have just taught me to stay away from certain things.
So your songs, right? Like if I had to say one song that you went after, right after you recorded, literally right after you heard it play back one time, you're like, yo, this is it. Is there one song that you have that you feel like you can share with the world or the 10,000 people that watch this? Like, do you feel like you have that one song that is like, yo, if you ain't gonna listen to me ever in your life, listen to this one song? Do you have that? You don't have to have released it yet, but do you feel like you have it upcoming, or?
I think there's one that I can think of off the top of my head that is, I never questioned, is it going on an album? Never questioned. I haven't sent it to anybody except for my engineer. Nobody else has heard it. That one song, I feel like it's so different for me my taste in music, I think that's why I like it, because it shows like creativity on a whole new level, and it's very, 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 very personal.
Really?
It's very personal.
So it's not up tempo. It's more just.
No, it's not. It's like a. I don't know how to say her name, so I don't want to mess it up. It's Alina Baraz.
Never heard of her.
You need to.
I need to hear you, not her. No, but.
But no, it's like perfect. She's got like a really different like spacey feel. It's really, I don't know how to explain it. That's the best way I can think of it. It's like vibes. So that's like how my song is.
Okay, so you incorporated that into your music.
Yes, it was like I was going off of her feels because her music's crazy.
Okay, all right. So when I'm on Instagram, I see rappers saying, "I've had this, man. This would pop. I've had that would pop. I just, man, that's all I need. And I'm the next big thing. I'm the next, Gucci out here. I'm the next Kendrick." When it comes to you, what do you feel like? Do you have any kind of like steps or any kind of goals that you feel like, if I accomplish this, then I'm now on my way. I'm now the next big thing. I'm now moving up. Do you have any goals like that you can share with us that you feel, I just need to accomplish this and I'm Gucci?
I think the one thing that I feel like I haven't built up all the way yet is my performance. I love performing. I'm comfortable performing now. But now I want to turn it into a show, not just a girl on the stage singing.
Right.
Now I want it to be something like, Beyonce come out and she's doing the most. Rihanna come out, she's doing like these people that we look up to per se. Like they put on shows. It's the whole entertainment act. I really just have, walk around the stage a little bit, dance a little bit here and there, singing real good, but not doing too much. Now I'm trying to put on a show. I'm trying to get, choreographers in the mix and trying to put on a show.
So are you doing the whole, I'm going to sing over my own tracks with my vocals in the back, or are you doing instrumentals? What are you doing?
It's a little bit of both. It depends on the song. There's been times that I have bands. There's times that I have an instrumental and I just sing over it. There's times that I have my track playing. The only time I really have my track playing is if I'm in like an open mic or like a very unplanned situation. If I can plan for it, I'd rather you hear me. But I haven't had like backup singer or anything yet. But like I said, I'm on the show. So
that's exactly how you have to do it.
We ain't gonna say it again here.
Thank you. I appreciate you helping me out. So if there is a couple artists, I'm not gonna give you a number, but there's a couple artists that you felt like influenced your sound. Who would those artists be?
Mariah Carey. That's who I learned off of. Standing in front of TV, watching her. Michael Jackson, because he's Michael Jackson.
Right.
And then my father.
Really? Mm-hmm. Man, your father really special to you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Is he still with us, or?
He's not, but.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
He's there in spirit, though.
He's here.
That's all that counts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not all that counts. Sorry, wrong choice of words.
Hey, it counts though, so.
I got you.
Yeah.
So.
Those three.
So was it Mariah Carey singing and then Michael Jackson's performance, or like what did you get from Mariah Carey exactly?
Mariah Carey was just, her voice is just so unique to me. And then the way she goes up high and then goes low, and then the way her performance, she's just so confident. So it's both from her. Michael Jackson is just a legend.
Yeah, can't deny that one.
So it's just Michael Jackson. It's his voice, he's so precise with everything. He does not stop until it's exactly how he wants it, and I admire that. His performance is great. He obviously gets upset from the show. He puts on a show.
Mm-hmm.
On stage, off stage, videos, taking pictures. No matter what he's doing, he's putting on a show.
Right.
And then my father taught me everything. So of course,
yeah, he taught you everything you knew.
Of course. So. He played the piano, taught me how to do that. He played the bass. He played everything. He was just like, he was the Michael Jackson of my family.
I got you. That's what's up. All right, shout out to your father. So, I do have to ask, because it seems like when people are up and coming, they kind of just push away. Like, if somebody else comes and asks their advice, they're like, "No, I'm trying to do my own shit. Fuck you and what you got going on, my nigga. I'm trying to come up." So then that's the question that I have to ask you. Have you helped other artists or other singers that are trying to come up as of right now? Or
Absolutely. We all can make it. We can all win. And then if you win, I win, because I put you on. So now you put me on.
Right. So
it's about relationships. Like I said, this industry is all about relationships. The first time you do somebody dirty, you never know. That could be the next Michael Jackson. That could be Beyonce's niece. That could be, you never know. That could be P. Diddy's cousin. You never know who you messing with. Like, if they coming to you and they just feeling you out, and if you have it to help, it's gonna come back.
There you go. Come back tenfold.
It's gonna come back.
There you go. So then, I mean, you say that, but then people, I'm not saying you personally, but people love to get on the mic and talk all this rah-rah unity type stuff and everything like that, but then they ended up, you know, like, nah, nigga, you need to dig. I ain't helping you do shit. So
That's true.
if I'm a young open micer and I see that you went up on open mic and you killed it, and I come to you and I'm like, yo, I need you to get on this track with me to help me build my career, but I can't sing that well. What is your response?
See, well, that's not my call anyways because I have a manager.
But I'm
So
talking to
that
you
ain't-
directly.
that
I
ain't
didn't get the.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you my best advice, but I can't say
Go with God.
yes or no. Yeah, go with God, keep it up. It's coming. Don't give up.
Your day is soon.
Yeah, but I don't, hopping on tracks, I don't feel like was gonna do it at the end of the day. There's a lot of people that you see getting on tracks with big people and you don't even know their names. That one track that they did with so-and-so, you still know who they are. So even if I'm popping and you come to me and you say, hey, we have on this track, even if I do that, they're gonna be like, oh, that's that song that she did with what's his face on it.
Got you.
I'm gonna give you the best advice I can give you to help your career. That's not gonna do we have on track with you.
But that begs the question: do you think one song could change your life?
Of course, it can change your life for the time being, but if you want hit wonder, you just don't want hit wonder. You gotta really, what are you gonna do after that song when that song die over? What are you gonna do then?
I don't know. Pray.
No, pray you gotta do it right away, but you gotta have a plan.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I say I'm gonna give you my best advice. Because I can hop on that track all day, but what happens if that track does absolutely nothing for you?
That's true. Then it does not.
I'd rather sit at the table and have $1 million conversation than you give me $1 million track and that $1 million go away.
Yeah, I guess that's real.
You gotta learn something.
Yeah, you singing crazy out here these days.
You gotta feel it.
Got you. So, how do you feel about girl groups? Because I think groups in general have kind of went astray, except for girl groups. They're still like Fifth Harmony, which is the only one that I ever mentioned because it's the only one I know that's still actually like they're new and they're still touring. But then they lost somebody and they might have lost somebody else apparently. I don't know the situation, but how do you feel? Do you think that you would ever join a girl group given the chance? Oh, okay, that was very stern.
I wouldn't do that just for the simple fact that I feel like we're not all gonna be on the same page. We're not all gonna be on the same page at all. There's gonna be one person who doesn't want to work that hard. There's gonna be one person who wants to work from the minute they get up to the minute they go to sleep. There's gonna be that one in between. There's always somebody who doesn't want to pick up the slack. There's always somebody that wants to do everything. I don't have time. I'll be the one that does me. I don't have time for no group.
So you feel like you can't do you with other girls?
I feel like I can't do us.
What about a unisex group? Like, who's Sunday, Monday, Alexander O'Neal, and then it's a girl and a guy.
I'm good on that too. I don't got time for groups. I feel like solo dolo is the way to go because, like I said, somebody's not gonna want to work. I don't have time to be doing both of our work. I got enough work to do. I gotta get my butt in the gym. I gotta study my craft. I gotta write my songs. I can't be writing your songs, writing your parts, getting you in the gym every day, practicing your performance. I can't.
Motivating other people when you're trying to do for yourself.
Motivate yourself. I'm not. Solo.
All right. So I do have to ask, what are your 2018 goals?
2018, my biggest one, like I said already, I'm trying to get put on a show. I'm really trying to get better at.
Love and hip hop?
No, not quite.
Oh.
A little more like, 5 heartbeats type of thing. Not
What do you
love and
mean?
hip hop like an R&B thing. Not like a love and hip hop, get crumbs.
What other show is there in Love and Hip Hop that you would want to be on, if you will?
I don't want to be on that show.
What about 4 on 4? No, that's not what it's called. The 4, that's what it's called. Diddy and Khaled show.
That is a very nice show. I just started watching it.
I've never seen it.
I just started watching. I think I've seen maybe 2 episodes, and I saw one because I saw a viral thing on Facebook. Some guy challenged somebody else and tore him up.
So that would be a show that you'd want to be on?
I would do that because it's a singing show.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not about the drama and the lifestyle. It's more so about singing.
Oh, so you want to be on like a talent search
I
show?
would be on a show that is showcasing talent. I don't want to be on a show that is fighting.
You don't want to throw drinks on nobody?
No, man, I like my drink. If I pay for it, I'm gonna drink it.
But it's free. Love and Hip Hop pays for it.
Well, look.
Because one of the things that I thought about was the fact that Love and Hip Hop is all drama and it's all, you know, trash TV, as most people say. But people do pop off there, and even if you don't pop, even if you're, you know, you just wanted to, that's your ball game, sir. Thank you for coming out. Have a good night. Anyway, one of the things about Love and Hip Hop is it does put you in a spotlight that you might not have been able to make it yourself. So even if you're throwing drinks on somebody and you're mad at somebody, blah, 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 the public, the general public, if you will, might not necessarily watch Love and Hip Hop, but Love and Hip Hop might be able to provide you with certain opportunities that you might not have been able to provide for yourself. So I go back to say, ooh, Love and Hip Hop, they coming off from Love and Hip Hop Miami, Trina's up and coming protege. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'm a Florida boy. So I'm in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't know anybody on that cast, but whoever comes and says, yo, you gotta go protege. I'm a Florida boy at the end.
I'm still gonna have to say no for the simple fact that, yeah, I might have a little more opportunities, but there's a lot of people that are known for their love and hip hop and they ventured off.
Right.
Years ago even.
Mm-hmm.
There's things that people have done on Love and Hip Hop that defines them to the public eye years later. I don't know what I'm capable of being on a show like that. I don't know what my crazy self's gonna do. I don't know. But I'm not trying to be known for nobody else than Gina Holley, that girl who could really sing and put on a show. I don't want to be known for the girl who threw a drink on whoever's face. I don't want to be the girl who got beat up in the bar. I don't want to be none of that.
That's wild if you got beat up in the bar.
I don't know.
And then you wrote a song about it.
Yeah, but they still don't remember the way I looked getting beat up at the bar.
I'm getting hit.
I had time.
I think you can make a diss track. I think you can be the first R&B singer
I
to ever
can make a
make
diss track without being on Love and Hip Hop though. I'll make a, if I wanted to come up.
With a diss track, you can make
I'll
one?
make a beef. I'll make a beef and sing about it and come up. But I'm not trying to be known for. I'm really big on reputation now.
Okay.
Really big. I got family.
So what would you like to be known for?
I just want to be known as the pretty light-skinned girl who could sing real good and put on a show. That's
Pretty
it.
light-skinned girl.
That's it. The girl who sang real good and put on a show.
I respect that.
That's it.
I definitely respect that.
Simple.
Alright, so normally when I end the show, I normally end the show with a quote, but when I do have a guest, I like to ask the question of, if somebody's watching the whole show, the whole episode, what is the one thing that you would like them to take away from this episode?
Be patient. I'm coming up and it's taking a long time, but be patient. And it's going to come to you too. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. If you want to be a vet, if you want to be a cop, be careful. But be patient.
I think the cops are fine. I think it's other people that gotta be careful.
I'm just getting it too lately, I've heard. We get a little off subject.
Yeah, we are.
But no, I would just say whatever it is you want to do, be very passionate about it and take your time and it's going to come to you. Don't take the easy way out. That's it.
Don't sleep with niggas if you ain't trying to.
Don't sleep with them.
There you go. She didn't sleep with me to get this interview. I just want to put that out there. Anyway.
And I shook her hand.
Yes, you did. That you said you did. Anyway, so Gina, I thank you for joining me on my episode of Stop Playing Around. Let's try this again. I'm gonna edit that part out. Gina, I thank you for joining me on the episode of I Game Around. We appreciate your interview, and I hope to see you grow and prosper. And if I can help in any way, I'll be more than happy to.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I had fun.
All right.
They won.
Who's that?
Oh, you wanted to win?